everybody, and welcome to another episode of Welsh Wide World. As always, I am your host, Lawrence Welsh.
And I'm Robert Welsh.
Thank you for joining us. It's going to be another just one of those kind of wing it episodes, so to speak, with a couple little segments and whatnot. Starting off with one that we're trying to get kind of on the ground is kind of like a who done it first or who said it first. Uh, I don't know. You got any thoughts on anything that you're kind of curious about? Any stupid things or serious things? Well, start both before we jump into that. So, since you don't talk a heck of a whole lot, Robert,
Mm-hmm.
how are things going in school, man?
Uh, Not really too good.
Not really
If
too good.
yeah, if I'm being honest, my grades not not the best.
And as a rule, if his grades continue to slope, he paid his dues for this part of the podcast, but you know if he keeps continuing down this road, he may have to forfeit his half, which means I will have to take over completely. And if I do that, it's going to be kind of a whole different show. A little bit more adult oriented. More curse words. Uh, maybe more adult subjects. Which I'm still kind of honestly thinking about just doing one on my own, just to since joining this Riverside program that the program that we use for the editing and all that for our podcast. So shout out to Riverside FM .com, however it's or FM Studios, however it goes. Um, so yeah, I mean, as long as he keeps his grades up, he gets to continue to keep doing this. Um, Other than that, what else you got going on? I heard. And I have seen the pictures of it, but you had a pretty good little hunting experience over the weekend. You want
Mm-hmm.
to talk about that?
Uh, so I left last Friday to go to Palo Verde Ranch here in Texas. Uh, it was it was pretty good. I got to meet some new people. I went with my teacher. Well, he hosted it. Uh, Killed. I got 4 animals. And
Well, tell them what you got. Tell them what you got.
so it would have been 5, but I'll tell you that here soon. I got myself a doe. Took 3 shots. Uh, I got 2 javelina, both each 1 shot somehow. Uh, and a bobcat, which also 1 shot. And then for the 5th one, I would have had a buck, but he was very smart. And the only time he would turn is if he was in front of the doe, but couldn't take that shot because it was an illegal shot. So yeah, and when he finally turned away from it, I missed because my arm was very sore. So yeah, that that's really what happened on the hunt.
You mentioned the bobcat too. You mentioned getting the bobcat also, or just the?
Yeah.
Okay, I might have zoned out on that one for a second. But yeah, I mean, I saw the pictures. Looked like I said, you could see it took him a couple tries with the doe. Um, so as long as you had fun, man. I mean, out of how many people went on that? I mean, I don't know how many people were in a drawing, but you managed to win that drawing to go. So that's something.
It was me and 5 other people. There's only supposed to be me and 4 others, but someone had to cancel and they decided to pick 2 more.
Okay, but I mean, how many do you suppose were in the actual drawing to win this thing? I mean, I'm sure had been quite a few people. I mean, hopefully.
It was 163,
Ooh,
and only 6 of us got in.
that was pretty lucky then.
Yep.
All right, and I think your mom's getting trying to get you lined up for another one coming up in a couple months or so.
Yep. It's coming up in January.
So Well, fingers crossed on that one.
Yep.
All right. So that's kind of what you've been up to here as of late. Me myself, I'm still working overnights. That's I don't want to get too much into that one. It has its ups and its downs. It's good days, bad days.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Getting my charger. I found a phrase.
Found a phrase. Oh, I guess you found something for our "Who Done It" segment, or who did it first, who said it first, or I don't know. We got to come up with a better title for that segment. So any suggestions would be greatly appreciated amongst all you people out there watching. Which please watch. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Said hey. These people that are doing this little show. Give them some love. You know, spread the word, if you will. I don't know what he's looking for. Did you find what you're looking for?
Yep. Okay.
Got his super long charging cord.
Yep. My 6 foot. No, 10 foot.
10-foot cord.
Yep.
All
Quite
right.
outrageous, but yep.
So if you found the phrase, then I guess we can go ahead and tell the people what you got. So are we doing a who said it or who done it?
Um.
So I guess we can have a couple different little segments. So it's going to be a who said it or who done it. You're going to have either your actions or your terms. Your words, phrases. So what are we doing? Are we doing a who said it?
So this is a like where it started, like how it started.
Yeah, but what? I mean, are we talking like something physical? Are we talking about like terminology?
It's like it's terminology.
Terminology.
Yeah,
Terminology.
but it originated as physical.
Terminology. Go ahead.
Uh, so this phrase is bite the bullet.
Oh, bite the bullet. Yes, 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 yes. We've very familiar with that one. I mean that kind of comes in handy at work too. Sometimes we'll be trying to get something done, but hey, sometimes you run out of time, or maybe you have to make a call about something, and kind of it almost means kind of dealing, possibly having to deal with some consequences. Like, hey, I may have to bite the bullet on this one. Like, it might be you're at a loss on something. I'm sure there's a few different little meanings to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you kind of give it a little brief description here.
So what it is biting the bullet. It says is a metaphor which is used to describe a situation, often a debate where one accepts the inevitable. So basically, it's you're taking your loss, like you're accepting that you lost a debate or lost in a situation. And here it says it has been suggested that it is derived historically from the practice of having a patient clench a bullet in their teeth as a way to cope with the pain of a surgical procedure without anesthetic. Now, reading that sounds like it hurts.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you don't really see too many people actually biting down on bullets in the movies. Like whenever something's going down, they usually give them like a stick or something. Maybe even like chewing, like putting a belt in your mouth, just something so you don't kind of grind your teeth together while you're in a massive amount of pain. Because I guarantee you hurt enough, you're kind of, it hurts so much.
Yeah.
So, but at least if you're doing that, you're drooling, and I mean, you're still probably messing up your teeth a little bit from clenching down on something hard like that. But hey, but yeah, no, I'm very familiar with that term, biting the bullet.
And then
It's a term that gets used a lot.
there's two other like phrases that mean the same thing.
Well, does it have like kind of like a year or like any kind of date
It
as
says
to
here,
say like how about like around when this particular phrase started?
let's see. It said so this 1796.
Really?
Yeah, dates to at least 1796. and it started as chew a bullet.
Chew a bullet.
Yeah.
Chew a bullet. You heard it here, folks.
Yep.
The 1700s, late 1700s. Chew the bullet, and got changed. Does it say like when the change happened?
It changed around the Indian Rebellion of 1857 to bite the cartridge.
Bite the cartridge.
Yep.
Okay. So I mean, let's keep going, man. When did bite the bullet become official or
During the
roundabout?
Civil War, amputate. Uh, this is Harriet Tubman. Once assisted in a Civil War amputation in which the patient was given a bullet to bite down on, and that is when the biting a bullet, uh, rather than a leather strap. So they did once use leather straps or something softer, but Civil War, that's where biting a bullet came from.
Okay. So we had a couple of different names before it officially became Bite the Bullet. We had Chew the Bullet and then Bite the Cartridge. Is that what you said?
Yep, to bite the cartridge.
Bite the Cartridge. Bite the Cartridge.
And now it's bite the bullet.
Bite the Cartridge.
Yep. And now it's bite the bullet.
Bite the Bullet.
Yep.
Huh? Okay. We got a little bit of history on that one. Uh, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, that is a term that gets used a lot. I know I've used it quite a bit and probably will continue to use it. What you got?
Yeah, it says classical dictionary of the vulgar tongue as talking about chew the bullet in 1796. So yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right, folks. Well, that was this episode's little segment of Who Said It First? Or where did it come from? Maybe that's what we ought to just leave it as. Where did it come from?
Where did it come from? Where did it go?
Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Yay.
Gotta love that little echo thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
There we go.
what?
I just changed it to UMC.
Ah, all right.
Instead of karaoke.
So what else we got going on? Well, the Thanksgiving holiday is coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, well, as far as I'm concerned, really ain't much going on because I will sadly be working that night.
Oh man.
Yep. Um, but usually I try to, well, whether I try to, it depends on kind of what the family's up to. Sometimes they put together a lunch that I try to go to, at least visit with some of the family for a little bit before I have to work that night because, I still have to rest. It makes me feel bad because it makes me feel like I'm just showing up to eat and then having to leave. But once you eat that meal, man, you don't want to do much. You just want to take a nap.
Yeah.
Let that food just kind of work its way through. So, what y'all got going on for the holidays? Do you know yet?
No, not really. I might be hunting some mornings.
Okay. Hunting turkeys?
No. Ducks.
Ducks?
Yep. Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. Um, see what else we got going on. Well, I mean, as far as my work is concerned, when Thanksgiving's rolling around, we got the Black Friday deals about around the corner coming up. So, stores got to make that money. Get you some good deals on stuff. Especially, I think nowadays, everybody's all about the online stuff. You get pretty good deals online. Shopping.
Yep.
Never know what you may come across.
Yeah.
Could be the deal of a lifetime. Um, let's see.
Oh, Microsoft Defender summary. Uh-oh.
You know, these little pop-ups that like to show up every now and then.
Yeah.
Let you know, hey, we got this going on. Act now.
No.
No, thank you.
I'd rather record an episode rather than deal with that.
Um, let's see, what else? What else? Um,
Big forehead.
so you had kind of mentioned earlier about doing a try not to laugh deal. Did you
Yeah.
have some jokes or anything in mind? How about, because we know that I like humor and stuff, but y'all are always trying to crack me up or scare me.
Yeah.
So how about you try to make me laugh, if anything, or do you have anything right now?
I don't have
You
anything.
don't have anything right now.
I have good old
Just throwing
Safari.
some ideas around. Said, hey, we can do this for a show. But do we really want to spend the whole show doing a try not to laugh? Imagine once we get more technologically inclined with how the show and stuff runs. I would like to do like little segments. Like maybe we can play some games or do like your little deals. Try not to laugh, get little things going. Uh, but that might require like more cameras, um, a better stage for sure.
I found
So we got our little studio table here with a laptop and our sound card controller and other little things. What'd you find?
what kind of shoes do frogs wear?
What kind of shoes do frogs wear?
Open toed.
No. Are these like easy dad jokes or something?
Yeah. Did you hear about the teenager who failed his driving test?
I did not.
He thought it was a crash course.
No.
Okay.
What's funny is the attempt.
Yeah. A duck walks into a bar and buys everyone around. He tells the bartender, "Put it on my bill." Hmm.
These are old jokes. I just want you to know this. These are old jokes.
Ooh.
Keep trying.
Let's see.
Oh, no, we can't have silence. We gotta have something going on. So
Why do chicken coops have two doors?
why do they?
Because if they had four doors, they'd be a chicken sedan.
No.
Uh, why don't dinosaurs talk?
Why not?
Because they're dead.
That one almost made me chuckle just a little bit because that was one of those like dumbass, they're dead kind of moments.
Okay, this one. This
Like if you wanted to get more, kind of more adultish with your response, even though you're not old enough yet, you'd be like, dumbass, they're dead. That actually probably would have made me chuckle, but then I was like, hey, watch your mouth. They're dead, dumbass.
uh,
See, I would have won. I made you laugh.
what do you call birds who stick together?
A flock.
Nope. Velcros.
Didn't you tell me that joke before?
No.
What'd you drop?
Yeah, it's a little bottle cap. Uh, why did the kangaroo stop drinking coffee?
Why?
Because it made him too jumpy. Mm, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'll give you a few more attempts.
Um. Ooh. The blue whale is so big that if you laid it end to end on a basketball court, what would happen?
I'm sure it's something like where people would die, or the whale would die from being like out of the water.
The game would be canceled.
Well, yeah, yeah. See, it would affect had some crazy effect on somebody.
Two fish are in a tank. One looks to the other and says, "I don't even know how to drive this thing." Hmm. Huh.
One more.
Did you hear the rumor about butter?
Being that this is the last joke of the night, are you sure this is the one you want to end with?
Yeah. Did you hear the
Repeat the
rumor?
question. Repeat the question.
Did you hear the rumor about butter?
I did not.
Never mind. I shouldn't spread it.
No.
Okay. I have to try
Get
harder
the. I
next
get
time.
the. Yeah, I get the joke, but no.
Yeah. I have to try harder next time.
Yes, you need some stronger jokes. Stronger jokes.
Now, if we were on the road and we saw a police officer, oh yeah, there's a story about that. So, movie Free Guy, there's Officer Johnny. That made him.
So there's been one time, yes, where he where I was quite proud because I was like, okay, so now I believe you get some of your comedic chops from me
Yeah.
because I like to when people say something, I like to chime in with a funny little thing to add to it, and he got me good. We were driving around. I don't remember where we were going,
I think we were
but
headed.
usually when I have the boys, and it's always just something to get a little laugh out of them. Anytime I see like a police officer or just anything, I mean, I'll react to it, like especially with an officer. I'll be like, Mr. Officer, and then Robert fucking got me good. He as soon as I said, I was like, Mr. Officer, and
Officer Johnny.
then and without missing a beat, as soon as I was done, he's like, Officer Johnny. So call back to the movie Free Guy, yes,
Yeah,
and
with Ryan
so
Reynolds.
and because he did it and caught me off guard, yes, that's what makes me laugh. You got to really catch me off guard with
Yeah,
something, and it did. It made me chuckle. I was quite proud of that moment.
yeah,
So got a good little laugh out of that little moment.
yeah.
So yeah, it's little things like that. You got to catch me off guard because he tries to scare me too, and he's failed pretty much every time so far.
Yeah.
Like today, he tried to get me twice, didn't work.
Wait, twice. Oh,
Yeah, because you tried to hide in here on the last round.
yeah.
So yeah. Well, speaking of, listen, we were talking about like the movie or referencing the movie. We're kind of like wanting to get into like reviewing like movies and shows, kind of like a. I don't think you could really call it a rewatch, but maybe like a well, I guess just a review, so to
Yeah.
speak. Give our opinions. Maybe if anything, too, maybe do a little research on whatever it is that we're watching. Like Free Guy is definitely a movie that we've watched a few times because it's just that good. You know, Generally a fan of most of Ryan Reynolds' projects, but that one is up there on the list. One we enjoy every time we watch.
Yep.
Pretty funny. Got its serious moments. Uh, but yeah, I mean we're still like I said, any ideas that anybody comes up with that we can do for our show is greatly appreciated. That's just another one we're kind of floating around. Because we don't want to spend all the time like just doing different random things on a show. I mean, we kind of want to get down to specifics on one. That's what
Mm-hmm.
makes the show interesting. Somebody's gonna be watching this like, man, they were kind of bouncing all over the place. They talk about one thing, then bam, talk about another. So I kind of wish they would have just focused on this one particular thing. I would have loved to have learned more. So and you gotta talk more, man. You know, I mean, that's the point. This is supposed to be our show. So, what do you think, people? I mean, he needs to kind of talk more, right? I mean, he can get his little presentation skills, you know, get him kind of up there. I'm not perfect, but I'm talking. You're not supposed to be playing on your phone right now.
Yeah.
So, why are you on your phone?
And checking out Minecraft.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh man.
Shout out to Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. Mojang.
Yeah. Also, if anybody wants to sponsor us, hey, let us know. We can use the funding. I mean, we put it to good use. Just throwing it out there. Welsh wide world.
Add us on Xbox. No.
Just whoever's listening, watching. Hey, father son podcast. I mean, what's more awesome than that?
Ghostbusters.
But not bad for another little episode here. Talked about a couple things. We started off our what were we gonna call it?
What?
What were we gonna call it? We were just gonna have like the one name, like instead of just like doing separate, like who said it or who done it. What do we agree upon? What
Uh,
like how
who
it
done it?
began?
Who done it?
No, I just said there's gonna be like. Initially, we were like just having two different deals, like either who said it or who done it. But then I thought we agreed on like one particular saying that just
Where are you from?
no. Or where did it come from? Maybe it was that. Where did it come from?
Where did it come
Where
from?
did it
Where
come
did it
from?
go?
That's right. Where did it come from?
No.
No. All right, folks. Well, we hope you enjoyed this little episode here. We're still working. I mean, I say it all the time. We're still working on things. We're probably gonna be working on things for a while, getting all this stuff kind of figured out. But we do hope you enjoy it. I mean, we enjoy doing it. Um, I will say though, the editing process is a bit tedious, but worth it. I guess once we, especially, kind of figure all the little editing things that we can actually do. Due to copyright things, there's a lot we can't do that we try to do, but then we have to go back in and redo things in order to actually submit our shows. But we're trying. So thank you for sticking with us this far. If you're still sticking with us, and remember, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify. Welsh Wide World. Subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Click that the little buttons. Leave some comments. We're always looking for some feedback. We may not be too crazy about any bad feedback, but feedback is feedback. Let us know what we can work on. Shoot out. Shoot out your ideas. Let's see what we can work with, and if we like what we see, we'll definitely give you all a shout out as well. So, with that being said, because he's got school tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to shut her down and eat so he can clean up and then call it a night.
Yay.
So, thank you again for watching, and thank you again for listening. This has been another glorious episode of the Welsh Wide World. So long, Robert.
So long.
Father. So long, Father.
Save me.
Y'all have a good one, everybody.
I made him laugh.